Armin's moment, please, this is everything I wanted. Exactly. You saved them. Someone slap him. There's still flowers in the middle. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Attack on Titan Season 1, Episode 10. Now, the last episode has left things off in kind of a fun place. Eren's transformed, but in a weirdo way. He's basically a skeleton. He's half a skeleton. He's half a giant, colossal skeleton. He has no legs. So it kind of feels like he's made the situation a little bit worse, because we've got to look at what he's done. He's transformed to protect Mikasa and Armin. They're being fired on, they're about to be executed because the army can't understand what's happening. He transformed to save lives there. It really doesn't help that, of course, you have regular, freaky-looking Titans, skinless ones, and now Eren has just transformed into basically a waking nightmare for them. They're not going to see his act of protection as a good thing. They're just going to see some insanely freaky and probably keep opening fire on him. And the worst bit is, it seems like his regeneration is on like a cooldown. The first time he transformed, that was in like a complete version. We had some regeneration, but it eventually just stopped working. And now, after I guess him not resting enough, he transforms into barely a functional thing. It has no legs. I don't understand it. I've got so many questions for it. But all I need now is Armin to just be able to convince the army to let him live, please. It feels like this part of the story is building up for Armin to do something big. He finally has some sort of self-worth. He sees that the people around him value him. The best thing for him to do now is to convince the army to let Eren live. He is the one that understands both sides right now. Mikasa's basically just cold and like, if you try and kill Eren, I will kill you all. Armin is the one that understands that everyone is scared in this situation. He's terrified as well. He is the one that can reach people. And I'm really hoping that this episode just gives him that moment. Because like, there's no doubt in my mind that he's probably terrified of what Eren's doing. He doesn't understand what's happening there, but it's still his friend, and he's still going to try and defend him. But he understands the army's perspective probably better than anyone because of what we've been following him go through. He saw everyone around him die when that was his first full close-on experience with the Titans, because we've got to remember, in the first attack 5 years ago, Mikasa and Eren were close to it. They had to experience the trauma. Armin was kind of away from it. He didn't really have that sort of connection. His reason for joining the Cadets was because his granddad died after being sent off to war, basically. And Armin's first experience with these monsters was only like 5 minutes ago. So it's all so fresh for him, and I want him to come out of this so stronger and just being able to defend his friend. And I did get the army on. I don't really know how the outcome of this can go. Maybe get the army on his side. I would doubt it's going to be like, that's probably the most basic ending here. We'll get the army to just lower their weapons. I feel like that's the only answer. It's not like they're just going to trust Eren explicitly. No matter what, it's going to be like a really weird to see how this unfolds and sees what the army does, because it's years of trauma that these people have built up against these things, and you have one of them becoming one. It's so freaky and weird. It's definitely going to be a difficult task to just make them not open fire, but Armin's got to be the one to do it. But yeah, the last episode basically kicks off the story in another way. We now know that Eren has to get to the cellar. We know bits and pieces of what the dad might have done. He somehow knows about it. He took away Eren's memories, but now Eren has a new sort of guiding thing. It's no longer just kill, 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 die, die, die. His dad literally said, let his motivation be to protect the people that he loves, Mikasa, Armin. That's what he has to do now. So yeah, I just can't wait to see what this episode is going to do, how it can possibly end. We're probably going to end on another cliffhanger. I've already accepted that. I don't know how I'm going to I've kind of just got to adjust to the fact that this show runs on cliffhangers, basically. That's what I've learned from watching these episodes. So obviously this one's going to end in some kind of other cliffhanger too, but I'm just hoping we get a moment for Armin. That's all I want. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in.
Later emerged miraculously from the fallen body of an abnormal.
Oh, they don't consider him, they consider it a normal. So, okay, interesting. I'm guessing they're gonna figure it all out in this episode and realize that they're basically just one thing. I wonder how it will look when Eren does emerge from the skeleton thing he transformed into. It's like, what is that gonna be? The muscle isn't even there, it's the skull. Where is he positioned there? How is this gonna work? He was wrapped in the muscle of the other one. Now it's just bones.
One more time! Are you a human being or a Titan?
Okay, so we get to see it happen again. Yay.
I'm human! So you say.
Yep, he's already formed a bias. You lot get fired on. And then he has to go weird. Wait, he sees the key first, doesn't he?
Those things, they just kept coming.
Oh, seeing a new perspective, maybe?
I saw my friends die! I didn't even really feel anger or sadness about the whole.
So basically just what Armin went through.
Think was better you than me!
Oh no, Armin didn't think that.
We're supposed to fight this Titans until they eat every last one of us! I don't want to be eaten! Screw that!
Ah, whoo!
Look at Sasha! Even after what she's seen, she remains a proper soldier!
I feel like she's a bit... No, something's going on with her.
My stomach aches. Please cart me away with the wounded.
You want food? Okay, no, she's fine. Well, unless she's...
Let me die!
Oh, dear, stop!
Well, the order to keep our mouths shut makes perfect sense now. As if the situation isn't bad enough already.
Just imagine if word did get out. Would they find out now with the whole thing? Would they find out, like, they're firing cannons inside the wall? Would they find out now? What would happen if, like, everyone found out? I want to know, I want to see it.
Look! Smoke! It's inside the wall!
Would they all rush to go see?
Did it bust down the water gate? Impossible, it's the sturdiest part of the whole wall!
And all that just panics them. It didn't even, like, do anything to Eren. And just causes insane panic.
Is that Titan steam?
Are you gonna see? Who's gonna see? Who's gonna see it? I mean, you lot already know. So I think you know who they fired on. Oh, he's not past the wall. He's inside the wall. He's not past the rose wall yet. Wait, muscle? Is he regenerating? But you're still inside the ribcage! What happens if he regenerates fully and they're still inside there? What does that mean?
What the hell is that?
Okay, good. You're seeing the thing. There is muscle there. Okay. So Eren is inside that part, not the skeleton part. But still, there's no other bone. It's just... This is such an awesome shot! It's so freaky! But he has no legs!
Let's see what it does! Maintain your distance!
Not just attacking, you're testing. Okay, that's a good sign.
Artillery crew, get that cannon reloaded!
Please transform back. Please transform back. What? Here the eye is going funny. What are you feeling right now? You're conscious. You're actually conscious inside the thing. How does this do? How? Okay, no. So you're not knocked out this time. You're feeling the body. You did this. Where'd the stuff come from? Both existing at the same time. Don't let its head move around, right, please?
I know I heard them fire their cannon at us, and then there was a tremendous crash and a blast of heat.
And you just created a bunch of bone.
We're now in the innards of a giant
Eren
skeleton.
did this for us, Armin.
Thank you. Processing fast. Good. And flowers.
Those flowers weren't there before. How did they?
What? What? Flowers add weird things. Why are the flowers?
You guys alright?
Huh?
Eren, how'd you?
I don't know.
So much happening. The bone is burning.
Starting to vaporize just like the corpse of a Titan. Let's get out of here.
No, stay put.
Hard to tell if they're watching and waiting. I suppose it doesn't really
That's
matter
a good
much
point
either
there.
way.
They would just open fire again, wouldn't they? You're completely fine after that. You got hit with a cannon, so that doesn't really impact his, like, own, I don't know, health bar, I guess.
My father said I'd have to go back there. Everything hinged on it.
Yeah.
I think it's why he gave me the power to transform.
So he did. Where are the flowers, though? Why did flowers grow? The flowers are new. That was a new thing. I don't get the flower part.
How many thousands of scouts have already died because my father didn't share this information?
And you're not angry that he turned you into a Titan?
The answer's been hidden away under our house this entire time? Is he insane?
So just creating the bone really didn't expire any energy for Eren?
Where have you been these last 5 years, Dad?
Exactly. Good questions.
We have other business to deal with.
The army.
The smoke's clearing! As soon as you see it, blast it before it gets— Hold your fire!
Oh, wait, whoa, it's just falling apart. I mean, maybe they'll think, okay, no, we were wrong. It was just smoke and mirrors, and they did nothing.
I'm getting out of here.
Desertion.
Straight to Shiganshina. But I'll have to become a Titan again.
You can transform it with.
Yeah, he's processing it very fast.
I don't know how I'm doing it, Armin. I just know that I can.
The next time you do it, can you have legs?
It was like reflexive, see?
Don't do it again. Don't, not yet.
Mind subconsciously focused on stopping the cannonball. That's why it's decaying. It only had the endurance to meet that task.
Wait, can he alter it each time? If he wants to, like, get somewhere, can it, like, run faster or something? Or is that, like, the max it needs to be?
Your nose is...
Haha, backlash! There is something!
Your breathing is erratic and you're pale. Something's wrong, Eren. You're not well.
Yes, please. I want them to sort out the stuff with the army.
My health is
I don't
irrelevant.
want the... No, it is relevant!
You two could make it out of here alive if you stop trying to protect me.
Stop that. Too self-sacrificial.
Doing this on my own from this point forward.
No, you're a good trio!
I'm coming too.
No
Absolutely.
way.
I plan to follow you whether you give me permission to or not.
Could Eren actually stop her? I feel like he couldn't.
Mikasa, stop it! I'm being serious here! I'm not your little brother, and I'm not some snot-nosed toddler!
What's Armin gonna do? I don't want him to like just run away on his own. I want them to sort of fix things with the army, because this would be a great thing for all of humanity, and I feel like if they understood, they'd be on his side, but of course they got to get it through the fear. I mean, they're all still here, and we know a lot of other characters.
It's reloaded. We're ready, sir. What are your orders for the next?
Do not attack. Nothing happened. You're all good. You're fine. Don't attack.
All troops will await my signal!
It's just processing. Just take as long as you need.
The garrison regiment isn't ready to assault our position yet. If they were, Mikasa would have reacted faster than a stray cat.
He's coming up with a plan. He's strategizing. Nice.
Why am I thinking of that at a time like this? Is it because this is the end for us?
Oh no.
When it's all said and done, at the moment of truth,
Okay, this definitely is
I was
Armin's
a
episode.
coward.
No, you're not a coward. This is your moment. Do something.
I was always so weak.
And now's your chance to save them.
Could never reciprocate the favor.
Mikasa seemed to differ. She said something else. She said that you did save them.
I haven't earned the right to think of myself as their equal,
You could do that now.
or to try and repay their kindness by going with them. I'd only end up slowing them down.
No, you wouldn't. They need you. You're smart. And plus they'd carry you and they just enjoy doing that. You're part of this. You're not useless.
I'm afraid this might be the last time the three of us will ever be together.
It better not be. I really love this trio. It better not be the last time they're together.
If you recall, I said I had 2 ideas. Armin, I trust you to make the right decision.
Oh, trusting your smarts. Okay, good. Make him useful.
I try to use my Titan ability strategically
Got the army on your
under
side?
military direction.
Ahaha, yes, go with that. I like that one.
This might sound crazy, but if you think you can convince the garrison regiment
Thank you. Yes, please.
to present no threat to them, I'll trust you and we'll go with that option.
Go with that. This is Armin's moment. Please, this is everything I wanted.
If you don't think you can get it done, then my last resort is the first idea.
Armin, this is up to you. You can save everyone. Come on, please. Armin, this is his time.
Think you can get it done? Listen, I'll respect your opinion either way.
Armin, come on. You got this. You got this. You got this. There's your chance to save them. Use your strengths, please.
Because you keep a level head.
Yes.
You always choose well, no matter how ugly things get.
Yes, you do.
I figure that's worth relying on.
Oh, it's so beautiful just seeing how much his friends trust him. Come on, Armin, please. Break out of this sadness you're in.
If you hadn't gone to Mr. Hannes for help, Mikasa and I would have been eaten by the Titan.
Exactly. You saved them. What a brilliant moment. Just showing the realization. You saved them. Come on, Armin. You got this.
That's how you see me. You don't think I'm a poor excuse for a friend?
No, you're amazing.
I had convinced myself that I was just a burden to all of you.
And you've broken free from that now. Never think like that again.
You never thought of me that way at all.
It was all in your own head. You've got this. You've got this. You've got this. Please, please. You got this now. Please.
Artillery crew has reloaded, Captain. It's your call, sir.
Armin, come on. You got this.
And I have complete trust in the 2 of them.
Yeah.
More than anyone else in this world.
Come on, you got this. Please, please, please.
It's all the convincing I need.
Thank you. Even looks cooler now.
You two just act as non-aggressively as you possibly can, agreed?
That means they just gotta basically stand still. Anything they do is aggressive. He's got this. He's got this. He's got this. He's got this. He's got this.
Something has been gnawing at the back of my mind. I haven't had a chance to collect my thoughts yet, but I can do this. I'll just have to think as I talk.
Okay. I trust him. I trust him. He's got this. Dropping all weapons. Yay.
Halt!
Yo, nice. Hold.
We're willing to cooperate with military command and share everything we've learned about his powers.
Your pleas fall on deaf ears!
Oh, you're useless. Get someone else here.
If you insist he's not an enemy of ours, show me proof!
It just transformed and didn't hurt anyone.
It doesn't matter what we perceive him to be.
Nice.
The reports say hundreds of soldiers saw him.
And they all lived.
Or there say they saw him fighting other Titans.
Yes, and those reports came back alive.
The Titans saw him the same way they see each and every human being as their prey.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how else you may look at it. That is an irrefutable fact.
I love him so much. This is incredible. Passion on his face. He's got this. He's got this. Come on, please let this go. He's convincing. They're lowering weapons. Come on. Can he convince the insane dude who's leading all of this? The troops are turning. Come on.
Prepare to attack! Don't let yourself be swayed by his cunning lies!
Oh, he's just stuck. You need someone else here.
I wouldn't put it past him to assume human form! He's speaking our language!
There's fear. Fear's always going to be stronger to people that are already slightly afraid. You had this. You just need someone else. There's just no getting through to this guy. He's nuts. You had this.
It's hopeless.
No, you got this.
He let logic give way to hysteria. Too frightened to think it.
Yep, it's fine. You still got this. Your argument was sound. It was perfect.
Mikasa!
You just... What? Nodding? What? You still got this? You got someone else?
I am a soldier. and I have dedicated my heart to the restoration of humanity, sir!
Excellent breakthrough.
That dying for such a noble cause! If we were to use his Titan ability and combine it with the manpower we have,
Can he break through to this guy?
we can do it! We can retake this city!
Oh, those two, they moved.
I will advocate his strategic value!
Break through to this guy, please.
Captain Foreman, his words are worth considering, sir.
Nice.
Quiet!
Someone slap him.
Don't let their words sway you. They're all traitors!
No.
I swore an oath as an officer, I will crush all—
Someone knock him out and get someone else here. Armin is just doing amazing.
That's enough. You should really do something about your nervous disposition, Captain Foreman.
Thank you. Army
Commander
man.
Pixis!
Pixis. Army man Pete, and he's brought more people.
See this soldier's heartfelt salute?
There's still flowers in the middle.
I think we could at least do these young soldiers the favor of hearing them out.
Thank you, good. Stop pointing guns at them. So much focus on the flowers, what are they?
The commanding officer responsible for the Southern Territory.
You look so calm, I like you.
Eaten by a Titan wouldn't be so bad, if it was a sexy lady one.
Okay, you seem interesting.
Also notorious for being genuinely eccentric.
That's always good, that's fine.
Going up there with those freaks and not bringing any bodyguards!
He's more level-headed than you are.
He's well known for taking a less traditional approach.
That's perfect, he's the perfect person, that's traditional.
Finished assembling the troops, sir.
Ah, well done.
Oh yes, you just want to attack anyway. They're all terrified. Look, you're not encouraging. Can this guy be not the commander anymore? He's not encouraging at all.
For the moment, there is no way to validate all of the claims you've made.
Good.
For
Yes.
now, I'll just catalog them in here.
I like him, he's being reasonable, that's fine.
I can usually tell the difference between the unctuous and the sincere, which is why I personally guarantee your safety.
Yay. Good, but I feel like if you transform, he will happily kill you.
And then utilize your friend's power to retake the city.
And you like
Do you believe
that?
it could work? Or were you grasping at straws?
I think he believes it can work. He believes it can work. He thought it through. He's not just spouting out anything. He was thinking about it all.
Both, Commander.
Good
I
answer.
was going to suggest that Eren, using his strength as a Titan, could lift that giant boulder.
Boulder. You could block it. Plan. He has a plan. He had everything. He's amazing. That was brilliant.
I just wanted to make everyone see how Eren's ability might provide a solution to the problem.
And that would provide amazing proof, and Eren would basically save the day. That would be perfect.
Granted, I was pretty desperate to survive.
Don't doubt yourself now.
Desperate to survive, huh? That's as credible a reason as any, son.
I love him. Thank you, Pixis. You're amazing. The stress finally feels like it's going away. It feels calmer. I'm so happy now. Everyone's developed incredibly well.
That hole, do you think that you could plug it up, son?
Give him the chance. Yeah, look, there's no precautions, no procedures. Just plug up the hole.
It's possible, but at the moment, I don't understand my power.
Yeah, what about the energy stuff? We had a nosebleed after transforming and getting shot with the cannon.
Sort of feel irresponsible giving you an answer.
That is responsible in itself. Excellent.
Are you willing to, Cadet Jaeger, or not?
Seems more serious now. Sharper people. Ooh, what's he looking at? Yeah, that's what, everything you gotta protect. Are you willing? Ooh, oh, we get to see a giant. Look at it. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. Come on, are you willing to protect all of that?
I'll do it.
Yes.
I don't know if I can seal that hole, but I'll do it.
Yes. Okay, love this so much. It finally feels hopeful. No, it feels hopeful. And of course, ending. Whenever I start feeling hopeful in this show, it always backfires. Ooh, Armor Titan. It's gonna be the Armor Titan. The Armor Titan's gonna show up, isn't he? Everyone's gonna try and plug the hole. The armored one's gonna show up and stop him. I could not be happier with this episode. Armin is the MVP. I love him so much. Honestly, I can't really pick a favorite character out of the three we have. Eren is awesome in just his drive and just his weird abilities. Mikasa, her past was amazing. And just knowing who she is now, love that. Armin, he has taken the longest to get the development, but I could not be happier with it. It's so satisfying. I think the weight that it takes almost makes it feel even better. With just how, I feel like I'm putting it in a bad term, down in the dumps he was. I don't know a better way to describe it. With how far down he was into that, it was basically a pit of despair. And just him rising up through this episode felt amazing. He actually was able, I think it would have been powerful if he was able to convince Woe, yeah. Even his name, it sounds bad. Woe is me, that sort of thing. There was no convincing that guy. Armin, he was able to make the troops actually reconsider and actually think about it. The actual commander himself, or captain, whatever his station is, there was never going to be any getting through to him. He was an ideologue. He was stuck in his sphere. There was no getting through that. He was biased from the beginning. You weren't going to get anywhere there. But thankfully, Pixis was there. He heard it all, and that was enough to convince. And Armin succeeded. He saved his friends. He did it. I absolutely love that, because while Armin might not be the most physically capable, he can save people in other ways, and I just love how they depicted it here. The scene was just incredible with the passion, and just, it felt like he was in combat. That's what it feels like. Well, with everything we've seen with Mikasa and Eren, all of their combat scenes and how amazing they felt, Armin's felt the same through him talking. It was incredible. And like, he was able to come up with a plan very quickly. From just the moment he was inside the rib cage, he found a plan. Eren can use his Titan form to lift the boulder and seal the hole. Of course, I think the armored one's going to show up, because it could be that I'm going to make a prediction. Eren's going to transform, he's going to lift up the boulder, plug the hole, armored one's just going to run through it, and then it's back at square one. And I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Whenever I feel hopeful, bad things come. And we still haven't seen the armored one show up. It's going to show up and it's going to do stuff. Thankfully, they do seem slightly prepared. They're aware of its presence, and it probably could show up soon, and I'm scared. But it'll be interesting just to see what happens with that, because that should also shed some light on the whole Titan lore and info, because that means I'm certain that there's probably a person inside the colossal and armored ones. Since they're weirder, they had the flash of lightning, and that's what Eren does. Then the other side of this episode then, flowers. There were flowers when Eren transformed. What's that about? That's thrown me. It's the same thing as like when you first saw Eren's Titan form knowing how to fight. It comes out of nowhere. It was odd, it was weird. There's like, what is happening there? Here, it's the fact that flowers just form when he transforms, and apparently grass as well. What does that mean? It's nature, what, huh? Like, they made such a big thing of it. Armin noticed it. In so many shots, it was the focus. Purple flowers, what's that about? Yeah, I know all, like, flowers mean something in botany or whatever. Is there any significance of what that flower looks like? Or if the purple color, what is it? I don't know. It scares me that there's, like, this thing now that I just don't know anything about. And it's just another weird thing that's added on top of Eren. He sprouts flowers when he transforms. Huh? It's making me think more, I guess, there's magic going on in this world, because of course it's fiction. We've seen a lot of science fiction with the grappling and how their technology works, that's fine. This feels far more on the magical side of things. First Titans and just happening, and just Eren being able to create bones out of nothing, and then flowers sprouting. That does not feel biological at all. That feels not even sciencey, that feels magical. So what is the power system in this? Is it magic? They're creating a lot of stuff out of nothing, so I feel like it kind of is. But I think I've got two favorite scenes from this now. I can't tell, I can't decide which of the three are my favorite from this. But the scenes that I loved the most during this episode was the realization scene for Armin, where he's thinking about the past, thinking of him going to get the army guy, the scout that was the one that saved Armin and Mikasa. He didn't even realize he did that. I didn't realize he did that, but it's such a big thing. He's the one that went and got help. That's the reason Eren and Mikasa are alive at all. It's such a big deal, and I just love how the scene depicts it with the skeleton breaking behind him, showing that moment where it's like a lightning bolt moment. That flash, that just snap. That's what did it for him, and it's so cool. Then of course you have his passionate speech, where he was able to convince quite a bit of the army people, even the two behind the depressing guy, the fearful guy, sort of was taken aback by his words. It was insane, and it felt like he was in combat basically with his words. I'm so happy, and it set up the future of this trio so tremendously well. You can see that Mikasa is basically going to be the bodyguard for Eren and just help protect him and just be an unstoppable war machine. Eren being the strategic lead and just being helpful, but now it also adds to the big picture, because Eren's original plan was to just dip and go by himself to the cellar. Now it seems like he's going to actually work with the army, which I'm very happy with. It's no longer just focused on himself and his desires, he actually wants to help humanity more. Yay! But yes, we also got General Pixis, not General, I don't know the army terms. I'm gonna go Pixis, Commander Pixis. I just throw whatever that. I'm not looking at the title, I'm looking at the name. Pixis, I'm gonna, maybe Commander, I don't even know. Pixis. Already love him. From the moment we got introduced to him, he was also just brilliant. Being against classism, he was having a game with a lord guy, and he wouldn't stay to protect him. He had a duty to protect the entirety of the South. So maybe he almost feels slightly guilty for what happened to Shiganshina all those 5 years ago, because he wasn't able to protect that. Maybe he feels bad about it. And so now he is back here protecting Trost. I really want to see what this guy's capable of. He seems like a very high up guy. He feels probably the most high up soldier we've seen so far. And of course we've got Mikasa, and she is still a rookie. I want to see what this guy's capable of. Because already he feels like a quite nice presence. He feels eccentric, they definitely got that down. I like that he's an ally to our guys, but I also get the feeling that if Eren stepped the slightest bit out of place, this guy would kill him in like the blink of an eye. He feels so dangerous, but also so calm. It's so conflicting to me. Like, you can feel the authority that this guy carries. You can feel sort of the capability of him just through his actions and just his calm, his presence. The fact that all of this chaos is going on, and this guy is just calm throughout it. He's smiling, but his eyes are so sharp and they're focused on everything. Just on the small things that we get from him, you know that he is studying everything and he's taking everything so seriously, but also he's having some fun with it. He's just letting people think different things about him. It's just so interesting. I want to see him in action. I know that he will be terrifying just because he's calm. And it's such a good contrast to the other commander, Woman. That guy is just constantly in a state of absolute dreaded fear. And he is useless because of it. He ordered people, I think he was the guy that ordered people not to supply the other people with gas, so they were going to just be left for dead. So he did that. And also he's demanding an execution when this could be humanity's best chance. This guy's useless. He's controlled by fear, but he's useless. Now we have this other guy who's absolutely calm. So already contrasting Woman. And that makes me think he's going to be unbelievably capable, to the extent of Woman being unbelievably useless. But yeah, now we have the next episode where hopefully Eren will be able to plug up the wall, but I've got a feeling the Armored Titan's just going to come in, smash the boulder in half, or just smash through it and just make everything more painful and hopeless. Okay, Armin was the MVP of this episode, and I could not be happier. I love that this guy is so clear that he might not be physically gifted in the same way as Mikasa or Eren, but he still gets a scene that feels as powerful as one of them in combat. Him with his words was able to at least get the army troops to question what they were doing. Of course, he wasn't able to convince Woman because he had basically just given himself over to the fear of just everything. There was never going to be any convincing that guy. Armin could literally lay out all the facts, which is what he did, and lay out everything in a good way. Woman would never be able to see through it. It was literally Armin trying to convince a wall to do something. It was not going to happen. Thankfully though, Pixis finally arrives, which I'm so happy with, and is able to just sort of mellow out the situation. But really, even though Armin wasn't able to convince Woman, he still saved the day here. He saved both Mikasa and Eren, and he did it flawlessly. I don't even care that he wasn't able to convince the guy full of fear. He did it. He still did it. I love that this basically puts into perspective what Armin's role is going forward. We already saw it in the last one, I think, where he's becoming the strategic lead, where he was able to command people. So you had the leader with Jean, and then you had Armin who was coming up with the plans. Here we get to see even more, where it's not just he's able to be strategic and just plan things, he's able to convince people. He can use words to basically turn around an army. And also you have to give him credit because this was such a fast interaction. It feels almost, the pacing of this feels good because you get to process a lot of things. But when you think about it, all of this happened in like 15 seconds for these characters. That's nuts. His brain worked incredibly fast to bring all this information up to the surface to process everything he's seen while also dealing with all the trauma that he was experiencing, and all the while it was to save his friend. It really is incredible, and you can see already what an incredible tactician he can become just through this. It truly feels like Mikasa and Eren are going to be in very safe hands if Armin's going to be the one planning and coordinating what these two are doing. Like actually now, with the Armored Titan probably showing up any second, it feels fine. It actually feels more hopeful than it did before because everyone's basically developed. Eren has weird powers. Mikasa is sort of becoming her own individual. Armin has become brilliant. Like he could actually devise a plan where Mikasa isn't constantly just trying to protect Eren or get in his way and make sure he doesn't get hurt. Eren can do what he needs to as a weird hulking Titan thing. Mikasa could probably do her own thing, trying to weaken the Armored Titan in some different way, and that'll all be thanks to Armin's coordination. Of course, we haven't really seen any comm links or any sort of communication devices yet. I feel like that would be very useful for Armin, because if he's not going to be in combat, how is he going to coordinate Eren and Mikasa and have them go and do things? I think that would be very useful if he can get something like that. Because if it is, because actually we don't know, he could still go into combat, because we know he can do the grappling thing, but I think this made it clear that his position should be planning, and does the planner actually fight? I think that we kind of yet to see that. And then we get to Eren, who has gotten a bunch of other weird things going on with him. He sprouts flowers. Flowers bloom where he transforms apparently, or at least when it was like half of this. We don't see what happened when he burst forth from the other Titan's body. Where would flowers even have room to grow there? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how it works, but I can't. The best theory I can come up with is maybe because this Titan was incomplete, maybe blood went somewhere, but we don't see it having any blood. It's just muscle and bone. So what actually made the flowers sprout? It's just magic. I don't know, but it's super weird. flowers actually bloomed where he transformed. Like, what does it mean? What does that mean? Already there's so many questions revolving around Eren. I like that we got some guidance and some of them got answered. We have a clearer understanding of what this kid is now. But flowers bloomed when he transformed. I don't get that. And they were instant. They grew instantly. Plants. It's magic. But then again, you also have him growing bones and muscle. I don't know. It just adds more confusing stuff to this pile of confusingness. But yeah, we get to see his plans and his sort of self-sacrificial nature. He wanted to just run back to Shiganshina, find the cellar, do it alone, and just transform into a Titan and just escape. But he also gave the option for Armin to come up with a plan. That is amazing. It shows that he isn't just completely tunnel visioned on his mission. He still cares about his friends. And I think that's the dad's words ringing in his head. You gotta protect Mikasa and Armin. And this is part of it. It now refocuses Eren's character from just trying to murder every Titan to actually protecting people. We see it at the end where Pixis is asking, are you willing? And it focuses on the whole city of people. It's not just Eren trying to kill every single Titan, it's him trying to protect the rest of humanity. Because I know he always had that sort of motivation, but it was clearly balanced. The balance was off. It was skewed in one direction, and that was just murder. He just wanted to destroy all of these abominations, never really thinking about protecting people. Of course, it's a side effect, it's collateral damage of him doing what he wanted to do, but now it's far more balanced and far more focused. He wants to be a protector now. And by giving Armin this option of, I trust you, come up with a plan and I will work with the army, it's saying that that motivation has shifted. The balance is now there. I can't wait to see what he's going to be doing with the army and how this is going to work. Because like he still has this mission to find the cellar. Is the army going to allow that? I feel like it does kind of work. Because either they could hold him back and study him first, and then they send him off to try and recapture this land. And during that process, that's when Eren can get back to the cellar. But does the army care about this? I feel like they do, because that's sort of where the answers are. I think everyone wants to know what the answers are for this. So I feel like their teamwork would work rather well. Then we have Mikasa, who has some sort of brief stuff in there. She's mainly there to reinforce different things, but we get to know that she's still willing to die for Eren, which I think is fine. It's not sort of undoing anything that we learn of her character, because her feelings for Eren are never going to disappear. Eren saved her life as a kid. She defines a lot of who she is through Eren, and even when she thought Eren was dead, then she was able to move forward and find some sort of own sense of self. That hasn't gone away. She even sounds slightly different here when she's talking to Eren. She sounds more of concern. No longer just robotic, I would die for you, I would die to protect you, all of this. If you died, I don't know what I would do. It's no longer just that. It feels like there's far more concern in her voice. And I think it's just to do with the situation. Because of course we can't really tell how much is happening with her, with everything going on, because it puts everyone in danger. She's reassuring Armin. She still feels more positive. Even though we don't get a lot on her, I feel like the bits that we do get help reinforce the idea that she has fully changed, but some things will always stay consistent. She'll always try to protect Eren. That's never going to change. That's never going to go away. But also she has had a big change from what she was before. She's more encouraging, more optimistic. And I kind of just do want more of her just to fully understand who she is now. And now on to Pixis, who I could not love more. He just seems absolutely amazing. Such a big contrast from Roman and just a contrast to the army in general. He, just having his presence there, feels capable. You have Roman, who is just a bag of fear. It feels useless. Everything he's done so far is not good. He's been the one that forced the retreat and left people for dead without gas. He was the one that wanted to open fire on Eren and Armin without explanation first, and when he got it, he still wanted to do it. He is someone controlled by absolute fear. Pixis, however, is just calm throughout the entire time we've seen him. No fear is controlling him whatsoever. Just from that, we can see that he is the opposite of this guy. So Roman is fearful and useless. Pixis is calm, and that makes me think he's going to be an absolute monster. I can already see this guy being the most capable person we've seen so far, and I feel like there's so many details to back that up. His eccentric nature feels like he wants people to think he's taking it as a joke, so almost to take things by surprise. It wants to lull you in this sense that, oh, this guy's fine, this guy's calm. It's a calming presence over the army as well. It's seeing that their leader thinks everything's okay, so they're going to think everything's okay. If you're being led by Roman, you're just going to be in a complete state of panic, because the guy that's meant to be in charge of you all is also in a complete state of panic, seemingly 24/7. Pixis is such a great difference to that, and I hope we see a change in the army as well, being led by this guy. Honestly, I kind of just hope Roman gets fired, because he just does not help. But Pixis, I can already feel, is going to bring such tremendous change to this. He's able to talk to our main three calmly, respectfully, saying that he guarantees their safety. But also, you can tell that if they step 1 foot out of line, he would not hesitate to cut the back of their necks. You know that he would kill them. It's this cold gaze that he has in his eyes that are unwavering. Yes, he feels fun. The feeling is fun. but his eyes kind of tell you something different. Like when he was looking at Eren, asking him, are you willing to do this? His eyes went sharp. It's like he's waiting to see what his response will be in case he needs to act. I want to see this guy in action because I feel like maybe he could take on the Armored Titan. I don't quite know. I'm waiting to see when that guy shows up just to see what the reaction to him from everyone will be. I think right now with my idea for the show, I don't want, because it's clear that there are weirder Titans out there. I don't want Eren to be the only one to be able to take those on. I want to see other humans be able to do that. Pixis feels like a good candidate. We haven't seen anything from him yet. I feel like he could do something. He'd be a good candidate just to show that you can fight the weirder Titans. And now we have the army in general, which is now going to work with Eren, hopefully. And we have a plan. I want to see what this partnership is going to look like. I've got hope for it. It seems the best direction for the story in general. And just thinking about it more and more, it really could change the state of humanity as well. Everyone in the army is controlled by fear of the Titans. Whenever they see one, it's basically panic and run, and it's deer in headlights. Only a few that we've seen out of the entire army are able to actually do something. And of course, we're not going to see a great idea of the army. We're seeing basically statistics. There's a whole great deal of people in the army that probably don't just stop and do nothing when they're getting attacked. But we don't see that. We are shown, and it focuses on the people that just don't do well here. We've seen so many people die, and it's basically reinforcing the idea that it's helpless to fight the Titans. The army now, having a Titan of their own, I want to see change in them. For the longest time, we see a state of absolute panic from them. And if that's the just regular feeling of the army, it doesn't feel hopeful for them if they're constantly panicking like this. Now that you have Pixis here who just feels calm, and you have a Titan that could be humanity's best hope, I want to see the army change. I feel like Roman, if he does stick around, I do want his story to eventually just result in him changing and being more optimistic, because that would be so powerful. We're seeing how deep down in despair he is. If he actually changed for the better, that would show humanity is actually changing, and that there is an actual hope for people to cling to. This episode has set up basically the bottom pit for humanity through Roman. He is the worst you could possibly get to. We see other characters who are basically like, oh, it's only a matter of time before we all die at this point. Roman is in a position of power and is basically like that. If he is able to change, the rest of humanity will be able to change. They'll feel more hopeful. They will feel like they have a future. They'll feel like they don't have to fear the Titans anymore, because that fear feels so controlling, and it feels like humanity is drowning in it in this show. And Roman feels like he's the representation of that. If he is able to change through this arc that we're watching, it really will feel incredible that could be his purpose, to actually show that there is a path forward for humanity. As for what's next, we have a plan. And so Eren is going to transform. It'll be interesting to see what he transforms into, whether it's like a skeleton monster or if it will be the full form. And he needs to basically move the rock over to the wall and seal it up. He said that his power seems to be reflective, and basically he only needed to protect everyone from a cannon. So he transformed to do that. He didn't need legs for that, so why bother doing it? Now, he needs to be able to lift something heavy and move it. So he should need the whole form. Maybe not skin, who knows? Does he need skin for that? I don't know. But it should be a more complete form, hopefully. But I do want to understand, like, the ramifications of his powers in the next episode. We saw here that he got a nosebleed from transforming. Yet when he woke up, he seemed absolutely fine. So it's weird, and hopefully we'll see more in the next episode. But I am so certain the Armored Titan will show up and do something. He will try and stop this, because he hasn't shown up yet. It's so purposeful. It's going to look hopeful. Everything feels good now. I imagine Eren will plug up the hole, and then the Armored Titan is just going to run through it and destroy it all, making everything feel hopeless again. And I just can't wait to see how they're going to deal with that. I'm really hopeful that this arc doesn't end with another wall falling. I feel like that is almost too depressing. We've already had that happen once. I don't think it should happen again. Because in that case, like, what is there left in just trying to hope? Is there any, like, sort of, what's the point of this story if everything's just going to end and everyone's going to die? I feel like they have to protect the wall. It has to be successful, at least this time around. And to do that, I hope you have Pixis, who's able to put up a good fight against the Armored Titan. You have Eren, who's got weird powers, Mikasa and Armin, who will also be great in this fight as well. I really hope that it just goes well. I feel like it's obvious the Armored Titan has to show up next. I'd actually feel more on edge if it doesn't. But I just hope whatever happens next does start going well. But I do feel hopeful, and that makes me scared. Overall, this episode was just downright amazing. Armin was the MVP and got so much to do, and I'm so happy with him. We now have all three of our main characters having developed a great extent to the point where they do truly feel like incredible people. Eren, I think, is mainly the focus because of his weirdness. Mikasa had some tremendous stuff on her past, and now Armin has finally come full circle and feels like he's standing as equals with his other two. I love what they do for him. I love how the scene captures what he's doing, and it captures it in the same way as Eren and Mikasa in just how powerful it is. Because those two, they're able to fight, they're able to do huge things. Armin can't, but his words were able to just carry that weight as well. Pixis shows up and already feels like a great change in just what the army is doing and how everything feels. He feels calmer, it feels more hopeful, it feels more optimistic. So this episode really does feel like a turning point for, I guess, this arc. It feels like things should start changing now. Things should be looking better, but I really don't know. We have a plan. We have a good plan going forward, and it builds up everything. The boulder thing was introduced a while ago. Now it's being brought back, and we have a good idea for how to use it. Of course, the armored titan still hasn't shown up yet. We know that the titans seem to be following the same plans as they did before. The colossal titan appeared, kicked the wall in, titans came in, colossal titan disappeared. That was it. The next thing that should happen is the armored titan shows up. That's what we're expecting. The back of my mind maybe thinks, is there going to be a different titan that shows up to just spice things up maybe? Not follow the exact same plan? If that is the case, what can they do to defend against it? I'm not quite sure. If it is the armored titan that shows up, what can they do even then? This episode just works very well at setting up how this arc could end up. I think it does feel slightly hopeful. That does scare me, but I also do think that this arc should end with them defending the city and actually reclaiming it, ready for hopefully going back to find the cellar. But this episode really did a tremendous amount, and just both in whatever the mystery is surrounding Eren, building up Armin to become an incredible character, and also just feeling like the tide has changed and things are moving forward now. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments, and with that, I will see you in the next one for season 1, episode 11. See ya!